And again, me and my buddy were walking through the forest. It's super thick. You can't see 10 yards in front of you. Just super thick stuff. And we're just bugling as we're coming along, and nothing, no answers. We've been hunting half a day and nothing. We've got nothing, no bugles. We come up to this little rock, and I stand on it. Literally like one rock, and like in all directions. It's just so thick. There's nowhere to stand. So we're both standing on one rock, about like 4 feet wide. I just give one bugle. Again, I know that anything around me within 500 yards has already heard me all of this time. My last 10 bugles in the last 20 minutes. So they're just not responding, and I don't know why. I gave one bugle and nothing, no answer. And then we just sit down and start eating snacks. 250 yards from us, a bull answers. And he was there all of this time. He and his cows were there. He just never answered us before until we gave him enough time, because we waited like 15 or 17, 20 minutes because I pretty much gave up on the spot again. Same thing like in the first story. After I was done with my session, I just sit down, now I'm chilling, and then a bull answers. We ended up sneaking up on that bull to about 45 yards, and he had a couple of cows with him, but I didn't get a shot. He was pretty smart. The lesson that I have learned from myself is, first, you should always assume that there's elk. So be ready to shoot, be ready to call, be ready to hide behind a bush, things like that. And second, you have to give enough time to the bull to respond, because if you're hiking and you're bugling every 3 minutes or every 5 minutes, you can move 500 yards and the bull hears you, but if he doesn't want to respond, he's not going to respond, or he just hears you move along and he doesn't want to talk. But if you give one bugle or 2 bugles and then you give him enough time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, of course that's in a spot where you know there's elk, or very promising spot, because you gotta cover a lot of ground when you're elk hunting. So the first thing is you gotta be ready for elk, because they are pretty sneaky. They can come very quietly. I've had that happen to me many times when I'm done with my sequence, when I'm getting up from my spot, and then I hear twigs snapping and something running away, and I know it's an elk, because I've had that happen to me when they would sneak around through the bushes and I would spook them, because once they have you pinned, they don't have to talk to you anymore. Once they know your location, they will circle around, get the wind in their nose, because they want to know, which bull is this, who are you, and what are you doing in my spot. So the second thing, give them enough time to respond. If you believe that is a very promising location, you can bugle into the canyon and give them 10 minutes. Then you can walk another 100 yards, bugle into the canyon, and listen quietly for 10 minutes. So hope this information is going to be useful for you guys.